So here we are, opposite cover bishops. No, the method of making a draw an opposite cover bishop endgame is mainly to bring the king in front of the opponent's passed pawn or passed pawns and use the bishop to anchor the pawns on the other side, so when the opponent king travels there or cannot take anything. Well, both things are difficult to accomplish for white here in this situation. He needs to bring his king over, and he needs to do something on the queen side. And Kramnik, who was in mild time trouble here, didn't manage to do it. Even f4 probably was okay, but there are other possibilities. So there they come. Okay, the black king is on c5. Now the pawns are ready to roll. And Vladimir goes king d2. What could be more logical than this? But it's probably a losing move. What he needed to do, which was higher priority than the move king d2, is to try to get some room for his bishop. Bishop is more effective than attacks the pawns from behind and gets between them from behind. That's why the right move here was f5 right away. Now, black really has no time to waste, and it's not important what's going on the king side. He has to try to queen his pawns. So I will look mainly at the reply a5. Now white will take, and take again. It comes b4. The threat, of course, and I mistakenly thought that this position would be winning for black in my quick broadcast report, because I thought that b3 is coming, followed by king b4, which is basically the winner, because then the pawn is unstoppable. And I also thought of bishop c2, then king c4, the wins. Maybe so thought Kramnik, but there is a way to deal with that. You come this way, and then reply to a4, bishop a8. Oh, how nice. And on this, now the pawns are safely stuck. Now the white king can get there. Black can't go around. It's not able to bring his king in to help the pawns. Well, indeed. No, well, would draw be a fair result of this game? I guess, yeah, I would say so. But so is the loss by Kramnik. Well, everybody makes mistakes, and I guess, well, Vladimir, who had enjoyed a string of successful tournaments, and he said that he feels liberated, and, from, strangely maybe, but being eliminated from the World Championship considerations, he feels like, he can just enjoy himself playing chess. And, he had some success, but, well, not every game is going to go right, and that's, well, a mistake. So he plays king d2, and now he's just not going to get the time. a4. Well, the difference is, of course, that if you take now, and yeah, if you take, then if black takes back, then white's in time, of course. You can do either the same thing, or you can play king c2, chase the bishop back, and bishop f7. Oh, that's the ticket. Now you always give up the bishop for the 2 pawns. Well, the problem is that if you take on g6, then black absolutely doesn't have to take. We saw it during the broadcast. It just pushes forward. And no matter what, if you try to play this move, it's already too late. b3, and on bishop there, of course, there's king b4. Or first a3, and king b4. Doesn't matter. a3 wins here. So, anyway, so that extra tempo that white was late getting the bishop around, and that allowed black to get pretty much where he wanted to be. Well, bishop c2 is the only move to prevent the b-pawn from coming to b3, but now white lost some time and also lost a pawn. In return, he's trying to set up this blockade that's needed. But Nepomniatchi is very alert. Oh, the truth to tell that in those endgames, sometimes I played a lot of those opposite color bishop endgames and analyzed a lot of them too. Sometimes there could be something, well, not immediately obvious, but once you see it, then the rest becomes clear, and there's practically no chance that a good player would make a mistake. So here it's not lack of Kramnik's skill in those endgames. He's obviously the most skilled endgame player of his generation, but it's just a fact, that here it's too late. Black wins. But still, something was required from Nepomniatchi, and good move played by Kramnik, and even better reply, A2. If not A2, if you take over here, then white eliminates the F pawn, which is the dangerous pawn. On H6, he's gonna keep his H pawn, and he's safe. He's gonna get his king over to A2. And it's a draw. Don't rely on your computers, by the way, when you analyze these positions. A2. Now, you don't see many endgames in which split pawns are more effective than connected passed pawns, but opposite cover bishop endgames are such. And now we'll get to the final position that will make it clear why white cannot hold his defenses. Look at this. White's got it all right. The bishop stops both pawns, the king helps to stop b3. The only problem is that he has to play a move. And once he plays a move, like he did king b1, everything's ruined. b3, and Kramnik resigned. Alright, it's good victory for Nepomniatchi. That's his chance in this tournament. He has to make a statement, or he's not going to get as much attention by being a mere 2700 player now. He needs a good result in order to advance his still young chess career. For Vladimir, is he out of contention in this tournament? No, of course not. There are still 8 games to be played. And he's a wise player. He's been through wars. Well, we'll see. We'll see good games from Kramnik. All right, round 2 tomorrow. Well, I'll be